far I'm going to try to stall. So, once long ago, like 2 weeks ago, there was a dragon. No, scratch that. A mighty dragon. And he had something that no other dragon had. Do you want to know what he had? Yeah! Oh yeah, by the way, his name is Sylvian. Well, do you? Do you? Well, Sylvian had allergies. Well, we'll go down to that later. So then there's this bird named Pyron. If you know what species he is or where he's from, I'd like to know. So please tell me. And then there's Zonthian Pyron. Oh yeah, Bill. He's a 3,000-degree wisp of smoke from a willow tree. So you can call him a will-o-wisp. Now on to the story. Zonthian was just doing his daily errands. You know, washing his scales, getting new scales, just doing the regular dragon stuff. When his friend Bill came and casually asked him for a drink of water. So he, Zonthian, led him to the swamp and told him to drink there, but Zonthian said no way. So reluctantly he led him to his house. Now, being a 3,000-degree wisp of smoke from a willow tree, I'm pretty sure that, like, you could light a house on fire, and that's pretty much what happened. So, when Bill walked in, Zonthian's house just caught a flame. Oh yeah, and about Zonthian's allergies, he's allergic to smoke. So I'm pretty sure you can guess where this is going, but if you don't, I'll tell you. So Zonthian, once the fire started, smoke was all over the place. He was just in agony. He was getting breakfast all over the floor, half digested, by the way. And then he just started spasming. I mean, he was just twitching like crazy. You'd think he's breakdancing on the floor if you saw him. And he was just on the floor twitching, and then he saw something off in the distance, but barely. It was a flaming red sausage. But later he realized it really wasn't a sausage, it was just a bird. A flaming red bird, by the way. And it was just coming closer and closer, and he really didn't mind. He expected they would just turn at some point. But then it got closer and closer and closer, and then he realized something. It was a friendly bird. But he also realized that it was going to crash into him, so he just wiggled. You'd say he did the worm, but it really didn't look like it since he was a dragon. And he just kind of wiggled away. And then the bird came. And he said, in his very strange bird language, and that, in rough translation, means, please don't freak out. I'd appreciate it if you don't, because I've had enough people freak out, and I'd rather not have them freak out. But Zonthian, not knowing this, he of course freaked out. So again, in this very funky bird language, and a bit more scary and creepy and more strict this time, said, and that, in rough translation, means, what did I tell you? I did not tell you to freak out. Did I? No, I didn't. So please, listen to my directions. Now I'm going to heal you. So now, Pyron, the bird, just flew out onto the mud, scooped some muddy water with some maggots, mosquitoes, just usual swamp stuff. And then he went to the tree, got a very large green caterpillar that died and was kind of rotting now, and added that to the mix. And then he went to some random restaurant and found some very, very, very moldy mushrooms. Added that to his ingredients. And then he got some fresh carrots, grounded them up. He was about to add them when he decided not to. He just popped them in his mouth and went. So now he just started started flying back to Zombie's house. So he was still filming, so I decided to like blow on it, but it didn't really do anything. So he just went back in and decided it was hot in here, so he plucked some of his feathers and added that to the mix. And then the smoke was getting to his eyes, so he cried a bit, and that added to the mix. And just started mashing it up with his talons. It was a very gruesome sort of thing. It was, I don't know what you would describe it. And then he just went, put it in his talons, and shoved it down the dragon's throat. Now you might say, ew, to this, but compared to what Zombie normally ate, it really didn't bother him that much. I mean, he lived off of moldy mushrooms. And so the bird just left, and Zombie had no idea what the bird had just done. I mean, he was spasming a few minutes ago. He really didn't think he should be eating. I mean, he just kind of puked. So he didn't know what to do, so he decided to swallow the stuff. And then he realized he wasn't spasming anymore. The house wasn't on fire, so he decided, finally, before another accident came, he should probably fly away. And that is the story of the highly allergic dragon.